Hey guys, Mr. Bomber coming to you guys here with another Fallout 4 video. And today I just wanted to talk about not only just Fallout 4 itself, but also the Automatron DLC that dropped yesterday. As many of you guys know, as I've said, I wanted to talk about Fallout 4 for quite some time now, but I definitely didn't want to do a review necessarily because I felt that I was already too late to the scene with the review, so it would have been kind of pointless. So I've sort of been waiting for this first DLC to sort of make points on Fallout 4 and see if the DLC helps the game at all. Now, my initial thought on Fallout 4 was back before it ever came out, the hype train was huge, just unbelievable for this game. I thought it was going to be better than Skyrim, I'll admit. I was so hyped up for this game. I thought that this game was going to be better than Skyrim. And as many of you already know, Skyrim is, without a doubt, my favorite Bethesda game and favorite game, period. But anyways, I was thinking that this game was going to be absolutely huge. So it came out, and I played it. I thought it was completely great at first. When there's story there, when there's things to do, it's a great game. It's a super amazing game. I personally believe that it's the best game on next gen. Or I guess I should say current gen now, but obviously that's subjective, that's just 100% my opinion. But there was just something not there with it for me. I don't know if it was just, it felt empty compared to other Bethesda games, if you understand what I mean. One of the main things for me, and I understand it might not bother anyone really, but it was just the fact that there was like nothing in containers. Just areas felt so empty. It just felt, I don't know, if I was to compare it to like Skyrim or any other Bethesda game where those games are just so jam-packed with content, it just really felt like this game was lacking in that area. Now, that's not to say that it isn't a great game, as I've already stated before. Fallout 4 is a great game. Just my personal opinion, it wasn't all it cracked up to be. I definitely agreed with sort of the 7s and 8 out of 10 scores. Like, that's completely agreeable, in my own opinion. Like, it did not deserve a 10 out of 10, as I originally assumed that it would. Now, going back to the Automatron DLC, which came out yesterday, this game, like I've stated, felt empty. Now, I've waited to talk about it until the DLC came out, so because I was really hoping that the DLC would sort of add to the game, and it really did, to be honest. Like, while shorter than I originally thought it would be, the Automatron DLC was great. It offered a ton of new weapons, new story. The enemies were very interesting. The robot customization is amazing. I really love it. There's so many options. As you can see here, I'll demonstrate just how thorough and how many options there are when you're customizing a robot. Oh, let me get out of my power armor. As you can see here, that last fight with the Mechanist robots destroyed my power armor. So if we go in here, you can just see just how many options there are. As you can see, I've named my robot up there Frank the Tank. I just thought that was kind of funny. So you can see, you can choose every part of specific robots, and then you can then go and actually choose what armor you want for those robots, or for those parts, excuse me. As you can see here, you go here. This has a Protectron torso right now. You can go by, choose whatever torso you want, really. And then armor for each specific piece. And then you can even change the voices or even the paint. It's just very extensive. It was a huge part of this update. I feel like that's really what they were going for when they made this. But not only was there just a lot more customization, there was just a lot more things to do. I felt like the dungeons they added in this DLC were much more thorough than sort of some of the dungeons and buildings that were already in the base game, which I sort of personally thought were a bit lacking when compared to other Bethesda games. But anyways, guys, that's just sort of my thoughts on on Automatron and Fallout 4 at the moment. I have no doubt if this DLC was as great as I've said that I think it is, I have no doubt that the other DLCs will be great and continue to add loads more content to this game. I know this game has potential. Like I've said, I don't dislike the game. I just wish it could have been more. I wish it could have been all that the hype initially made me think it was going to be. Until then, base game was alright, Automatron great, both of them put together makes the game only just that much more great. Can't wait to see more DLC for Fallout 4 in the future, and until next time guys, this is Mr. Bomber signing out.